nothing, meaning Colin Kaepernick is, as of this very moment, still very much a San Francisco 49er. But his last 13 games have not brought a lot of success. 3-10 as a starter. So the 49ers have a quarterback question. Face it, after a 5-11 season, they have a lot of questions. But here's the good news. Nobody has more picks in this draft than Trent Baalke and Chip Kelly. As we put them on the board, they have 12, gentlemen, 12 selections in the draft.
All right, and Andrew, we're going to try and use a few of them, okay, for the San Francisco 49ers and their draft room. Daniel Jeremiah, they could go in so many different directions. In this run-up to the draft, we talk about quarterback being a spot that they might go in the first round. Well, with all the recent news, that may not be a place that they go now. They still need help on the offensive line. Defense, whether it's defensive line, secondary, linebackers, a spot that we've talked about. So many different places they can go. What do you say we give a couple of different scenarios, all right?
Let's do it. Let's just take quarterback out of it and say they're going to rock and roll with Blaine Gabbert, and maybe Colin Kaepernick can get back to his old self here with Chip Kelly. Let's go through the first one here. What do you think? Offensive tackle here first
I think offensive tackle would be a great spot. I don't think Laramie Tunsil makes it even after all the changes with the quarterbacks at the top, but Ronnie Stanley does from Notre Dame.
Ronnie Stanley, rock-solid player. I think you can play on the left side or the right side. And what you have in place already with a Staley, with the Joe Staley, I think Ronnie Stanley steps in day one is your starting right tackle for the 49ers, and they rock and roll up front.
I can hear people now, well, what about Anthony Davis? He hasn't signed yet. So we're talking about a guy that comes in right now. All right, maybe we flip it over to defensive side for this the second pick. Maybe go into the secondary.
I know
You're a guy that I like because Brendan Hargraves, we know, won't be there at this point. But you know I like this kid out of Baylor, Xavier Howard, who can run. Didn't test so well at the combine, but
went to his pro day, cleaned that right up. I mean, high 4.3s, low 4.4s, plenty fast enough.
This is a flat-out athlete. I think he's got good ball skills and can make some plays back there. How about we go into the third round now? I say we go back to the offensive side of football.
Let's get a playmaker on offense, and let's not worry about position. Let's just go grab a big-time playmaker, and I think you have one here in Shepard. You watch somebody, you want to watch a tape. One of my favorite tapes to watch is Oklahoma against Tennessee. I'm sorry, Charles, I hate to do this to you. This is a tape right here.
And the plays he made down the stretch.
Sterling Shepard just took the entire game over. I'm not certain he gets to 68, but if he does, just run that card up. You got yourself a playmaker.
Man, he is something else. I watched him against TCU live in 2014. He made some plays in a game that they lost. Boy, I like him a bunch. All right, let's flip it around now. Instead of starting on offense now, let's start on defense.
All right.
And I still say we're going to start defensive line, right?
Okay.
So Oregon, Eric Armstead last year.
Correct.
New coach was at Oregon. Now let's go ahead
and do it.
Let's just go ahead and do it. DeForest Buckner, if he makes it to 7, I think would be a great place to start. Book in with Armstead on the defensive front.
Yeah, you talk about a rare physical specimen here in DeForest Buckner. Those 11-inch hands, haven't seen that before since I've been scouting. Charles, somebody that I think brings you a little bit more pass rush than you get with Eric Armstead. Yep. I know one thing, you got some big dudes up front that can hold the point of attack, and they're going to be very familiar with what Chip Kelly wants out of this system.
And amazingly enough, I think both play with better leverage than maybe they get credit for. All right, so if we take the defensive guy there, do we come back and get offense to start for this next thing? I think offensive line. I know there's a guy that you like a whole lot.
Oh, I think Cody Whitehair is the best best guard, I should say. Actually, like the center from Alabama, a little bit ahead of him. But to me, the best guard in the draft, pick number 37. They have to get better up front. We have them going tackle in the first scenario. In this scenario, you get a guy that played tackle that's going to kick inside and be an outstanding guard at the next level.
Okay, well, I'm going to go back to the defensive side for their next one, all right? Because there are a bunch of guys, and we can go out to that Mountain West Conference, even in the same state. Bronco Fisi is a guy we don't talk about enough. Defensive end guy, I think he can really play.
We've already got one giant here in Buckner.
Kyler Fackrell, I know you've liked him from the beginning. I watch him on tape. I like him even more. He's a heck of a player. But a guy, we're going to go inside because there was talk about maybe a Jalen Smith, a Miles Jack. If they could get one of them at 7, maybe going. Right now, with their injury concerns, that might not be the way to go. Get into the third round. Nick Vigil from Utah State. This guy can move now. I've watched him on tape just a couple of days ago. Again, he moves around really well. I think he'll be an asset in the passing game. And he's one of those guys that's kind of slippery to block when you're trying to make plays with him.
Yeah, he's a very, very good football player. And you're right, he tested well. I think he's a good value pick, 3rd, 4th round. That's right with the range he's going to end up going.
All right, so there we go. Andrew, we're trying to help out the 49ers, see what they can do. We didn't use all 12 of the picks. We gave a couple different scenarios that involves 3 picks each.